I'm a flamingo, and you'll learn exactly what that is in a minute. I'm very outgoing. I can be animated at times, Pastor. And she is very much a turtle. She's very structured, very detailed. As a matter of fact, when you see the chart, you know, the highest you can go is 99. I promise you, she's probably at a 150. You understand what I'm saying? But I realized, even though the stuff that she does in terms of organization gets on my nerves because I don't like to be placed in a box. But you know what? I need it. Because when people say 5 o'clock, I'm walking in at 5:10, 5:15. You feel me? And then, Reggie, I can come up with every, let me tell you something. Your boy got game. So I could come up with a whole lot of excuses as to why I got here late. She's like, I don't care nothing about that. It don't care. You put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. I don't care how sweet your excuses are. They are excuses. Appreciate you, Doc. Yeah, there we go. Your excuses are just that, excuses. We didn't just plan this today. We didn't just plan this last night. Why are you? And I used to fight and get defensive with her and do all kinds of stuff. And then God sat me down and said, you are lacking time management. And I realized that some of us don't want to do the self-discovery things because it causes you to have to confront things about yourself. And we don't want to do that because that's work. Here's the funny thing, though. You want a phenomenal marriage. It's like a believer who calls himself a believer but don't really believe. It's the difference between accepting Jesus and following Jesus. Oh, come on, somebody. Yeah. God showed me the other day that sometimes, and make it plain, Quest, that there's a difference between accepting and following. And people treat accepting Jesus like it's social media. All you got to do is swipe a screen, click OK, accept a request. And it's so passive. But when you follow Jesus, it requires, oh, come on, that work that word that we hate so much, it requires work. And for those of you who know anything about relationships, about finances, about working out and losing weight, whatever the goal is, you will never get to that goal without going through challenge and difficulty. Oh, I'm going to say it one more time. Some of you will never experience the life of phenomenal because you don't want to go through the challenge or the difficulty. And so when my wife would say things to me sometimes, I would have to hold a corner and sit down somewhere. Why? Because what she's saying is true. Oh, come on, somebody. And some of us don't like to operate. Some of us don't want to operate in the truth. Because there's her truth, there's his truth, and then there's the truth. And you got to make sure that your truth is lining up with the truth. And if it's not, then you need to abandon ship. Oh, come on, somebody. I love the story of Jonah because in the story of Jonah, like for real, God told him to move in a particular direction. He wanted to move in the opposite direction, said, oh, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, cool. But remember, I'm not just God up here in heaven. I'm God down there too. I'm God in every situation. You feel me, Reggie? So he gets on the boat and decides to go in the opposite direction. And y'all know the story. Storm come. The Bible says that it was strong enough that it would like to tear the ship in two. And he said, listen, throw me overboard. After they found out who he was, they was like, wait a minute. Your God is the God of all of this? And they started believing in his God more than they started believing in their own God. Your God is the God of all of this? So you telling me you want us to throw you overboard so you could put us in problems now with your God? Oh, you done lost your wig. But you know what, though? They threw him overboard. And the Bible says that immediately the storm ceased. And I'm telling you that there are some things in your marriage. There are some people that you are connected to. There are some situations that you value over your spouse that you need to bind up and throw overboard. And you will not experience peace until you throw those things overboard.